this regular meeting of the Myrtle Creek City Council for April 21st, 2026. Roll call, please.
Council President Robert Cheney.
Here.
Councilor Jamie McElmurray.
Here.
Councilor Rick Held.
Here.
Councilor Diana Larson.
Here.
Councilor Kathy Rad.
Here.
All right, I'll stand and remove your hats and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Public presentation. I think I have one here. Public comment form. We don't have a public presentation, but we do have citizen heard on non-agenda items. Angie Chris.
Yeah.
Would you come forward, state your name and address for the record, please?
Angie Chris, 455 Southeast Woody Court, but I'm here presenting on behalf of the Myrtle Creek Tri-City Chamber of Commerce. About 2 weeks ago, the chamber secretary, let me back up. I'm the president of the chamber. The secretary of the chamber, Susan Harris, was given a verbal eviction from the storage space that we take in the community center. Kind of came off guard and we're wondering, I say we, but correct me if I'm wrong, please, Susan. Is that this has been discussed amongst council about evicting us from there. Thank you for those looks. Because it wasn't it kind of took us by surprise. We've always been very thankful for the space. We even went not too long ago because we were taking up too much space. And so we took everything out of the large area and put it all in and downsized and cleaned it up, put it all in the small. We even made a donation of, I think it's 250 place settings of ceramic ware to the community center that Joanna had shared interest with. We made that donation. Those were plates and dishes, a very nice set. And just kind of wondering why. I watched the videos, so I really appreciate the YouTube videos. Thank you. And it's never been discussed. We are a nonprofit. We appreciate the free space, and evicting us would cost the chamber money. We already pay for additional space that we share with Main Street, so it would also potentially displace Main Street storage. So I was just asking if we could continue to keep our stuff there, and if we are evicted, that if it's a little more formal, so we understand.
Who told you were evicted?
Susan?
I came in to bring some keys back, and Brandy Lopel and her husband Leo were in here, and we were notified that they were going to be doing some updating or renew or doing some stuff with the community center, and that the Lions and the chamber were going to need to put their stuff out of the storage that we use there. That had been discussed at prior council meetings and stuff, and so just for remodeling, but not evicting.
Yeah. We may wind up, depending on what we have to do to make access for a restroom or to expand for the table and seating, take the closet spaces, but we were in there last week cleaning stuff out. And so it may have to be a combined closet or something, but it's all for the remodel.
And we did discuss the remodel, and if it's space that we need space. A lot of that, I think, is a city administrator decision.
Right, you guys do a lot for the greater good of the city, so,
But we were thinking that we could, looking at the space, we're taking out the two tables as well. I'm gonna try to make access to a restroom so it's a separate completely. We've got, the last time we were walking through there, we could salvage some of that storage space.
Well,
But we'll definitely need everything out during the remodel.
sure. And we had moved everything from the bigger, there was stuff everywhere. And we tried to downsize everything. But I think after the Citizen of the Year banquet, I think we set some stuff on the tables that we didn't, I don't know that they got worked back in the little area.
yeah.
That we're happy to put in there. But yeah, I mean, of course, if there's a remodel, it just took us by surprise because it wasn't anything that had been communicated other than you need to get your stuff out here. You have till the end of June. And so we're just like, well, can we have a discussion about it? I mean, of course, we'll respect whatever, because we appreciate the time that we're given.
We can do something in writing for both clubs.
That would be good.
If it's gonna be a legal eviction, you have to pay rent before you get evicted, you just say you got to.
Well, right, listen, we're on a budget.
Would have been nice to get something to say that,
Sure.
you need to write some kind of warning.
Well, I
heads up.
think
Or conversation, really. It didn't even have to be.
So that's all of May and all of June. So.
Yeah, we have discussed remodeling that, and
Sure.
that is on one of our goals.
Mhm.
And so it may have been somewhere that there's stuff there that is gonna have to consolidate and go.
Sure.
I don't know.
But we didn't discuss evicting anybody that was already there.
Which is why I'm here, to try to understand what is necessary or needed on us, and if we can, house it in a barn somewhere or something, if we would be welcome back at that time, things for us to plan. Because like I said, if we have to leave on a permanent basis, then we'll need to discuss and displace Main Street and their storage, and, we'll handle that on our side. I just wanted it open for conversation.
Clarification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Well, and we can also consolidate the Chamber and the Lions into one area.
Yeah,
if we have to.
there's room
Is
in
that-
our storage, once we get all that other stuff out there into the storage, unit that we get for free, which is something that I would approach, with the storage place, and they might be willing, I can still call it a storage space, place. That's something we might be able to,
Sure.
Chamber might be able to talk to them about, because they're very willing to donate that to the Lions and have since, 2003, so.
Is that,
Yeah,
the only storage way?
yeah.
Okay,
So
that's what I have. So thank
very
you,
much.
council, for your time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. On the agenda is the consent agenda parts 1 and 2. Part 1, approval of the minutes of the regular city council meeting for April 7th, 2026. And part 2, acknowledge receipt of payrolls and claims report for March 2026.
I make a motion that we approve the consent agenda items, part 1 and part 2. I'll second.
Moving to second that we approve consent agenda parts 1 and 2. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. For those opposed, nay. Motion carries. Regular agenda. Oh, no department reports. I'll skip right over you guys. We'll start off finance officer report. I see that Leslie's not here tonight. Are you presenting that for us then?
Good evening, council. I'd like to submit a financial department report into as written. I don't know if I can answer your questions, but Leslie will be here tomorrow.
Should I just come in and talk to her?
I probably do. It would probably be easier.
Okay.
I'll give her a call. She'll be here. She should be in tomorrow.
Okay. You might know
Good
this,
morning, right? She's here tomorrow.
I know the answer to my question. It says the EPA community grant, 145,000. What, can you remind me what that was for?
The EPA grant is the water plant upgrade is.
Oh, okay. So it's water plant, okay.
Any other questions for the finance? All right.
how about the Dyer? Can you tell us what that is? Dyer for 44,465.
I think that would have been Dyer working on the EPA grant, Dyer working on the backwash upgrade, working on the drone project. What else?
And the subdivision of that lot.
Yeah, and they were we contacted them about some questions on the subdivision that was somebody was trying to develop.
Going over that.
I think 650 or
Yeah, just lot, creating multiple lots, not a full subdivision, but like a division of a lot.
Oh, so not this things that are. on
Not
sale.
that, not that.
How about complete wireless solutions for 69,000? Do you know what that is?
The radios.
Really? Is that a monthly?
That's the radios that council approved back a few months ago to purchase for the new radio system. That'd be the portables installation and the 3 mobiles.
So that's just a one-time, it's not an ongoing.
No, just a one-time thing because the Douglas County Communication radio upgrade that we had to get new radio settle be compatible with the system.
Okay. That's, and there's two different ones for Sugarcliff oil. Do you know which, those are for? One's 50758 is the count number for 2,500.
I do not.
And another one is
I mean,
5077.
it's either Jonathan's, is that where his fuel comes out of, or I know we buy our filler gas can at Dave and Drills and also in Sugarcliff.
So that would have been the monthly bill for the police department, fuel bills for Sugarcliff for the 2,500.
And how many cars do you have
How many patrol vehicles?
that are in that figure?
So there's a total of 6 vehicles that would be in that figure.
And the other one's probably the city vehicles, the 5077.
None of the city vehicles should come from Sugarcliff. We buy all of our fuel from CFN.
Okay. The other one is a little over 2,000. And then there's two not for.
Is that fire?
We don't see it then.
What is it?
We don't see it then. Same way the city, we got CFN, we don't have surplus.
So yours isn't on,
It's on CFN.
so there's a.
Public Works. The Public Works.
Public Works, all of the city side, or Jonathan's the only one who buys fuel from the.
Right.
Sugarcliff.
But there's two different charges and accounts for some reason.
So it's 2 separate accounts.
We get oil and stuff for the wastewater plant. There's something that Cliff goes over there and gets. But this is probably stuff that if you have these kind of questions, I would just come in instead of in here, just come in and have Leslie, she could walk you through.
Yeah, because I was gonna look these accounts up, but, I figured it'd be easier just to ask her. Okay,
And then if you ask when she's like outside of here, she can pull up everything and show you everything on it.
great.
Any other questions on finance?
Polydine?
We'll move on, police department.
I said Polydine.
Oh,
Does anybody know Polydine? That one's 8,602. What's Polydine?
I assume that's some, a chemical for one of the, either the wastewater treatment or the water on it.
Okay.
any other, Diana? Okay, we'll move on then. Police department.
Good evening, council. I'd like to submit my report as written and answer any questions you may have.
I have a question for you. Not to do with the reporting, but just a general question on the dispatch, and maybe you and me together can answer this. Is there any way that, through the Douglas County, dispatch, emergency system that they could, it seems to me it would be easier if they have it sitting right in front of them, they could tap fire only, police only, or both of them at the same time.
Mhm.
It just makes sense to me. Do you know of any way that that can be done with,
So it's been a long time since I've been in the dispatch center, but, so there's anywhere from, probably late at night on the graveyard shift for a couple hours, two people manning the dispatch center up to 4 or 5 during the day. And they're kind of spread out, and I think people have their own designated stations, whether they're running the fire channel over the radio, they're running the police side. Maybe there's 2 on the police side because we have the primary and we have the secondary where people are running records checks and stuff like that. And then you have the call takers where they're answering non-emergency calls and 911 calls. And some of the other people are having to pick up that slack as well when it gets really busy. And so say you call in an emergency call, right? And you say, my house is on fire, the neighbor's house is on fire, or whatever. That dispatcher is gonna start asking you questions, they're entering that into the program as soon as it goes. And then it should then go to the fire screen, the person who's dispatching the fire. Right, they just dispatch the fire out, but a lot of times when it's a multi-response call, so like fire, ambulance, police, I don't know that it goes, say, to the police side of the screen and the fire side of the screen. If it comes up as a fire call at first, I'm not sure how that gets distributed out.
it just, to me, in this day and age where we are so tech savvy with everything, everything. It seems to me that just pushing a couple buttons, I mean, I can type all these people in on my phone with just a couple of clicks, you know? It makes sense to me that you should be able to do that through a dispatch center.
Well, on the fire side, their radio system is really messed up. We can't hardly hear them, they can't hear us half the time. And when we do want to talk to them, they said, hang on, we got a 911 in progress. And so if you gotta try to talk to them about something, you got to be on hold. And so then you have to get the cops. I said, well, can you get the local PD to come there? You know, I have to ask for them because sometimes they don't have them coming. And that's why the sirens are important because they hear it, they kind of go.
Okay. And if they did it that way, Myrtle Creek Police would be tapped out for every single little thing that
Yeah,
Myrtle Creek Fire
every
has.
single thing.
And that's what they have to pass, and that's what Myrtle Creek didn't want.
Right.
And we didn't call them
It
up,
just
big
seems like
fires.
it's counterproductive. It's counterproductive.
We can't even get them to stop calling Manny for leaks, water leaks.
Yeah,
Anyway, just an idea.
it's hard to do.
Any other pertinent questions for
They're really-
Jonathan?
They're kind of short-handed up there and they're really run through a lot of different people too, so it's kind of.
The detective academy that Officer Johnson went to, what would the cost have been if it hadn't been scholarship?
I think we saved $500 to $700 or something like that. Yeah, so it's definitely a savings. It's nice to get the scholarship. We qualify because we are an agency of a certain number of officers or less. So we apply for it, got it, yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Any further questions for Jonathan? How's Isaiah dealing with that here? How's Isaiah?
So I don't know, I haven't got word that they had a baby yet.
Oh,
So,
doggone
yeah, but he's doing good. I talked to him the other day. and
Oh,
he's doing good.
good.
Yeah.
Was it the chaplain that we hired? The guy that runs around with us?
So the chaplain, yeah, that was something, well,
How's
I
that
have to
going?
go back and look, that was months ago, but the volunteer, yeah, it's going really well. So, all the officers seem to like it. He comes in at least probably once every couple of weeks, rides with the officers, anytime, he checks in with me every Monday to see if anything happened over the weekend, you know, anything that officers responded to that, you know, maybe they don't want to talk to somebody about or whatever, but yeah, every Monday morning he checks in with me, and if, there's anything or I get a hold of him, he reaches out. So yeah, it's working out really well.
About a year ago, wasn't it?
It's been a while.
Yeah, I think it was last
Yeah.
May, I think it was.
Yeah.
Okay, any further questions? All right, we'll move on to fire department.
Evening, council, submit my report and answer any questions you may have.
Can you, explain, or give a general idea on the medical aid, like what type of things? And then also, are the ambulance called out every single time?
On medical
Yes.
aid, the ambulance is called down.
Every time.
But if they're up there in Roseburg, they have first responders. And what's bad too is dispatch asks them, if you want us to have first responders. And a lot of times the ambulance will call us because they know it's not that big of an emergency. And dispatch kind of takes it on themselves to do that.
I see.
But then, you know, it's usually the ambulance, they call it, it's more emergency if CPR in progress like that. But if it's just somebody with a broken arm or somebody that doesn't feel good, doesn't, you know, but we shouldn't have to call on that because the ambulance comes down, they want the ambulance to come check them out. They prefer them. And then we show up, they go, what are you guys doing here? And if we're here to check up on you until the ambulance shows up.
I see.
But anybody that's got, you know, heart problems, something like that, yeah, we'll go right away, cause we never know. On call like that, so. That's a lot of, I'll call medical aids.
Any other questions for Manny?
Oh, just one thing too, I'm looking into getting another truck at salvage rig, replace the one we got. And so we're trying to get the money together to do that, because, we definitely need that and replace our medical van too, so we're gonna take two out and replace by one. So we'll make more room for it, so we're working on that.
Great. All right, moving on, public works.
Good evening, council. I would like to submit my report in as written, answer any questions you have.
That pavilion under Public Works and Parks, did that take like more people doing that?
My guys went over and helped them pull it down and pack it out of there.
Is there a plan to replace it?
There is, I don't know if we'll get it this summer, because we're almost done with the floors and the painting. And then we need to turn and start getting the pool prepped for opening. So we're gonna look at maybe some of those like fabric shade covers to stretch over the corner of the fence or something for this summer, and then next summer, or next fall, whenever the pool shuts down, we'll start construction of the new shape of the building. But that one was in really bad shape. It's all of the beams were rotten. Some of them were starting to buckle and come down.
Was it pressure treated?
It was not. They were all blue lambs from the arcs.
Lamb.
Yeah.
Remember looking at the exit sign, at Evergreen, or was there any decision made on?
I sent the guys over there. They said they tried scrubbing the paint off or got the paint off. I'm not sure. Did they not get the paint scrubbed off there? That's what you're talking about, right?
Mhm.
I haven't personally looked at it.
Does it look?
Does it look any better?
I haven't actually noticed, I just was, it's been that way for 6 years, so I thought, I figured it was already there, I'll take a look at it, so that's what I mean, sorry about that.
And the effluent, that's not getting put on the golf course during the winter?
It goes into the river in winter.
Any other questions for Public Works?
Do you plan on putting any trees between the RV park and the railroad tracks? That there's only one left and it's dead.
I do not intend to.
Okay, because I'm also wondering if it's because of the spray that the railroad uses, if that's just not even ever gonna be a thing.
That's what, I know the railroad, when they spray, it's a aggressive amount of spray.
Right.
So I don't intend to plant any trees up there. What we're doing right now, I don't know if you've been up there, we're hauling all of our spoils from where we do our excavation for water services and stuff. We spread all that dirt up and we're gonna try to get grass growing up there to make it look mold. So we can take care of it instead of being all lumpy the way it is.
If you can't mow it, don't grow it.
That's right.
No, no, it's just really glaring because the rest of the park is so, trees and shrubs and looks real pretty, and then that's just kind of.
For some reason, the last couple of years, all those pine trees just keep dying. We had that one uprooted last fall, and that other one there is on its way out. We need to get a tree seller just come in and pull it down.
Right. Yeah, I've lost some too, so something's going on.
Maybe it's the pine tree version of the Doug fir beetle. So.
I'm joking.
Any further questions for Zach? All right, moving on. Regular agenda items, 7.1, brick pump purchase approval. City Administrator.
So what we're doing is we're gonna replace the brick pump next fiscal year, and it's budgeted for next fiscal year. But when we called on it, there's a 24-week lead time on it. So we're looking for permission to order it so we can get it in this summer, to replace it this summer, because if we wait till July, we won't get it till like October. So we just need an approval, because it's over my spending on it to order the brick pump to move forward.
I make a motion that we approve, Zach to place the order with Whitney Equipment Company for the purchase of the brick pump in the amount of $53,061.48 to be paid during the 2026-2027 fiscal year.
I second that.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the purchase of the brick pump for the wastewater treatment plant for now to move forward to the 26-27 budget cycle. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. Motion carried unanimously. City Administrator report.
We're just working really hard on trying to get the golf course cleaned up, put back together so we can get it operating moving forward again. We got to get about a 30-yard dumpster over there, which we've already filled up with trash. We've been clearing brush, had public works over there, they're clearing brush around parking lot, and everywhere over there. That was the fire call this morning, was us.
That fire.
And, we got all of our carts over there, they're all wired in and charging, all of our motors are down there. We got the maintenance shed all cleaned up and all that hauled off, we hauled about 4 loads of scrap out of there. 30 yards of trash, we've probably burned another 30 or 40 yards of wood debris and stuff that they had, that they just left in bushes and blackberries and everything else.
They.
The previous golf vendors.
The one.
Previous management company.
That never showed up.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
And he hauled all the old carts out of there.
They hauled most of the old carts. I think there was 3 or 4 carts left. I think I got a little over 100 tires. I gotta figure out what to do with. I think Valley Tire quoted me $5.
You gotta figure.
Hey, there's a piece of property on Broadway, they collect tires.
Yeah.
Who does?
Don't take them there.
No.
Don't take them there.
So
Don't take
what's
them
the estimated, are we up and running? I haven't.
We are not. So we, last, or 2 weeks ago, I ordered the cups on greens and they have not come in yet. That's kind of
They took the cups from the green?
They did. They took the cups, flags.
They were on the inventory list that Lonnie did.
They took the phone number, they wanted to sell us the phone number.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember hearing that.
I think we got a new phone number, didn't we? Didn't pay the ransom on it?
Yeah.
There's just little things like that.
Yeah.
They took,
He never, ever
they took everything from their trash in the building to mine.
So do you have an estimated, time of, opening?
I don't, we're hoping by at least the first of the month we'll be up and going. But as soon as we get our cups and our flags, then we can at least get those installed.
And took the flags too.
Yes,
What was his last name?
Simpson.
Scott Simpson.
Scott Simpson.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we can go get some, we just wait till nighttime.
Yeah, we
Go to the back.
No, we're moving forward. Just a big undertaking. We had all the public works over there yesterday, today. Plus, we had all of the new staff that we hired there. And we had Leslie and Christie out there today and yesterday and myself. And there's a couple volunteers that have stopped by and helped out for a little bit off and on, just to get cleaned up what we got cleaned up.
It looks good to what they did too.
I've got very good feedback about the work going on out there.
Good.
And people are looking forward to it being open.
And run by somebody that cares.
Yeah.
And paying attention to those in the community and not worried about the stuff outside.
Yeah.
Are you taking permits yet or?
I don't.
No.
No.
At the end of the month, we're hoping to have everything, that's what we've been telling everyone, is we're working on all the pricing sheets and we're hoping to have them up and running at the end of the month.
Because we hope to have it October 15th is kind of a free date we had.
We'll come back at the end of the month once we have everything.
Yeah.
We don't have a computer, we're working on every day, we have training
Well,
sessions.
they took a computer too, didn't they?
Oh, they took all the computers.
Yeah.
And that's a $10,000 hit.
That's what they get for giving them free rent for 3 years, is that what you pay that?
On Friday, we're gonna have the kids, the middle school kids, first graders, down at the dog park. We're gonna plant a new dogwood tree in the dog park with the kids for Arbor Day.
Has there been any more talk about the community garden that Shane wanted to do in a location?
I don't know about the community garden. I know he's been working
He
on
started on the
learning garden.
nature park.
I don't know, I haven't heard anything more about the community garden.
That it? Any other questions for Zach? Okay. Mayor and council reports start tonight with Rick.
No, I don't have anything.
Diana? Kathy?
Yeah, I just wanted to comment that, the golf course, the DACA mill site has been, the disc golf. Disc golf, yeah, the disc golf course, there's been, currently, the ground has been mowed, throughout the whole thing. And I just wanted to say Brandon has done an excellent job. It just looks so beautiful. I was wondering if that's our machinery or if he used,
He said he had his own mower this time.
he said he had his own.
More confident on his mower than he did on ours.
Oh, yeah, it just looks really nice out there, so I just wanted to bring that up, mention that.
Anything?
Well, I don't either, so you know what? We're gonna call it early tonight.
Wow.
We'll adjourn. Oh, good Lord, I think that's.